Good morning, students. Welcome to session 1 of course Environmental Studies, course code 18 CIV 59. At the end of this course, you will be able to understand the principles of ecology and environmental issues that applies to air, land and water issues on a global scale. Also, you will be able to develop critical thinking and observation skills and apply them to the analysis of a problem or question related to the environment. Also, you will be able to demonstrate ecology knowledge of a complex relationship between biotic and abiotic components. And also, you will be able to apply your ecological knowledge to illustrate and graph a problem and describe the realities that managers face when dealing with complex issues. In module 1 of this course, you will study ecosystems, its structure and function, and systems such as forest, desert, wetlands, riverine, oceanic and lake. In second part of module 1, you will study biodiversity, types, values, hotspots, threats and conservation of biodiversity, forest wealth and deforestation. In module 2, you will study advances in energy systems such as hydrogen, solar, OTEC, tidal and wind. Also the merits, demerits, global status and applications of energy systems. In second part of module 2, you will study natural resource management such as disaster management, sustainable mining, cloud seeding and carbon trading. In module 3, you will study the sources, impacts, corrective and preventive measures, relevant environmental acts, case studies for surface and groundwater pollution, noise pollution, soil pollution and air pollution. In second part of module 3, you will study waste management and public health aspects, management of wastes such as biomedical waste, solid waste, hazardous waste, e-waste, industrial and municipal sludge. In module 4, you will study global environmental concerns such as groundwater depletion and recharging, climate change, acid rain, ozone depletion, radon and fluoride problem in drinking water, resettlement and rehabilitation of people, finally environmental toxicology. In module 5, you will come to know latest developments in environmental pollution mitigation tools, that is tools such as GIS, remote sensing, EIA, that is environment impact assessment, environmental management systems as per ISO standards, and environmental stewardships NGOs. Also, you will have, if time permits, you will have field work, visit to an environmental engineering laboratory or green building or water treatment plant or wastewater treatment plant ought to be followed by understanding of process and its brief documentation. So before we begin with modules, I want my students to know what do you mean by environment and environmental studies. Why should you study environmental studies? And also, what is the importance of environmental education? What does environment does for us? So, let us try to find the answers for these questions. Environment is nothing but physical and biotic habitat that surrounds us. Generally, there are two ways in which we use the term environment. In one way, the term environment refers to what surrounds an entity. Any entity, say a person or any living organism, a citizen, a company, etc., has a certain environment. We thus talk of the home environment, the business environment, and the political environment. In second way, we use the word environment to just mean the natural environment, the air, water, soil, living beings, plants, trees, mountains, ocean, etc. Then, what do you mean by environmental studies? Before we deal with environmental studies, we must know what do you mean by environmental science. Environmental science is the systematic study and also systematic and scientific study of the environment and our role in it. Then we can define environmental studies as the branch of study concerned about environmental issues. It has a broader canvas than environmental science and includes the social aspects of the environment. Then let us take up the next question. Why should you study environmental studies? Due to the unprecedented environmental degradation, you will soon be living in a very different and difficult world. You must understand the nature and severity of the crisis and your role in it. Also, you should move from a linear thinking to systematic thinking that recognizes complex interactions and natural cycles in the world. Finally, you must find out what you can do to mitigate the impact of the crisis and how you can join the worldwide movement to save the planet and humanity. It's the importance of environmental education in these days. This environmental education provides or let you know the cost effective ways to reduce pollution. And also, this kind of education raises environmental consciousness among the people and it envisages a new paradigm of thinking to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. And also, this kind of education acts as an agent of change and a step towards community empowerment. So, I hope you have got a clear idea why we should study this environmental studies as a subject. Now, you need to understand this term environment in a better way. So, go through these points mentioned on the slide. Environment can be defined as the surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives or operates. Environment is also defined as the sum total of conditions in which an organism has to survive or maintain its life processes. It influences the growth and development of living organisms. In other words, environment refers to those surroundings that surrounds living beings from all sides and affect their lives in two. Its chief components are soil, water, air, organisms, and solar energy. The environment has provided us all the resources for leading a comfortable life. So, I opine it is the duty of every citizen or every person to safeguard the environment and to give a better environment for our future generation. So, how can we define environmental studies and science? How do we differentiate these two? Environmental science is the systematic and scientific study of the environment and our role in it, whereas environmental studies can be defined as the branch of study concerned with environmental issues. It has a broader canvas than environmental science and it includes social aspects of the environment. So you can look at this picture and can try to understand the interaction between the living beings, living human beings and the environment surrounding the human beings. So what does environment does for us? It gives three types of values. The first thing is productive value of nature. The second thing is aesthetic or recreational value of nature. And the last thing is the optional values of nature. What do you mean by productive value of nature? The nature provides us the raw materials that are used for developing new medicines, industrial products, etc. They are environment is a storehouse from which to develop thousands of new products in future. And also nature has aesthetic and recreational values. It offers incredible learning experiences. Also, it brings about an understanding of the oneness of nature and the fact that we are entirely dependent upon the intricate functioning of ecosystems. Then, let us try to understand what is this option value of nature. See, if we use up all our resources, kill off and let species of plants and animals become extinct on earth, if we pollute our air and water, degrade land and create enormous quantities of waste, we as a generation will leave nothing for our future generations. Our present generation has developed its economies and lifestyles on unsustainable patterns of life. However, nature provides us with various options on how we utilize its goods and services, and this is its option value. I repeat, nature provides us with various options on how we utilize its goods and services. So this is its option value. The option value allows us to use its resources sustainably and preserve its goods and services for the future. So ecology is a term related to environmental studies. Ecology is the part of environmental studies in which we study about organisms, plants and animals and their relationship or interdependence on other living and non-living environment. Ecology can be defined in this way also, as the branch of biology that deals with the relations of organisms on one another and to their physical surroundings. It can also be defined as the scientific study of the interaction among organisms and their environment. With this, we will end the session 1, and in the next session we will take up the ecosystems and biodiversities.